ABEC Pro Shop Tourney Special. $55 full price, $29.99 on sale. So let's do a quick review of the reel before we take it apart and start replacing stuff. Let's start from the handle and go that way. The handle worked. Curved handle on a $30 reel. Not bad at all. Well-shaped handle piece. Really comfortable. Good grip too. The only flaw of the handle is this EVA foam absorbs fish slime like nobody's business. I tried to wash both of these for this review. It's impossible to wash away. Use extreme care when touching fish. Wash your hands before you touch the handle again. But the handle, definitely a plus for a reel this price. The clutch, mixed feelings. The clutch operates really precisely. You can control the pressure and adjust the pressure with micro clicks. However, the washer that they put inside the drag is just a disgrace, even for a $30 reel. It's a piece of paper that gets stuck to the gears and makes a squeaky noise every time you use any kind of drag. It was driving me crazy, so I had to replace it. I put these guys instead, and I measured this to actually fit the shape that was cut inside the gears. This is the shape that's cut inside the gears, not this thin thing. So I put better material and more surface, and the drag now is just awesome. So that much about the drag. Good control, horrible washer. If you replace the washer, excellent drag. Next thing is the spool tensioner. Definitely a plus on a reel this price. Very tight. You can adjust it to any level you want. It will never move. And I bought some eBay reels for similar price on eBay, and this thing was always a problem. It would just unscrew itself with time. I had to put all kinds of stuff on the thread, like thread seal, just to stop it from unscrewing. This one, very nice. Next thing here, let's look at the spool. Look at this line lay. This is a perfect line lay. I can show you some reels that are 10 times more expensive. They don't lay the line as flat. I mean, this is the best line lay on any reel that I own. And all of the ABEC Pro Shop reels, by the way, have perfect line lay. Whoever is helping with the engineering, I know these are made in Chinese factory. ABEC Pro just gives them specifications, but they just lay the line absolutely perfectly. I have some expensive Daiwa Ryogas, like Shrapnel. Shrapnel is a $500 reel. It does not lay in line properly at all. Next thing, clutch. Deep travel, very positive. I hate clutches. Like I have some Abu Garcia's $200 reel. You don't know if you press the clutch or not. It just sinks a little bit without clicking. You don't know, did I press it? Did I not press it? You have to reel to find out what happened. This thing, you always know if you depress the clutch. You always know you clicked it. No in between. It's just an awesome feeling clutch. Yeah, the clutch is one of the best features in this reel. And look what we have here. So we have a centrifugal brake inside. Let's show it. And we have magnetic brake outside. on a $30 reel. I don't use any of the brakes, but they're good to have. Well, I do now after the conversion, but before the conversion you don't need any brakes at all. So all in all, oh, I forgot to mention about the gears. I'm gonna show you the gears. The gears are not a plus, not a minus. Regular gears, they're very smooth though. Out of the box you don't feel anything. Like this sound that you hear is from the hybrid ceramic bearings. The gears are very smooth. I don't know how durable they are. I've already caught some catfish with this reel, so they're quite alright. But you know, they're not stainless steel gearing, so that's what it is. So this reel is still in original version. Look at the free play of this. So the brake is on 0. The spool has just a little bit of free play, almost 0. And look at how much it will spin. Not very much at all. Okay. Now let's look at the other one I have. Now just listen. Wow, loud. Alright. To compare to this, perfectly quiet. Okay. So this one is loud. Why is it loud? Let's compare the spool. Yeah, you're not gonna cast a bait that will stay 20 seconds in the air. So, what happened here? Let me show you what happened here. See this orange seal? You know what that is? That is ABEC 7 hybrid ceramic bearings. Second one on the spool, and you can't see here, but there is a third bearing that ends up over here. So this spool spins on 3 bearings. I've never seen spool that spins on 3 bearings. They usually have only 2, but I think because the reel is plastic, they had to support the spool in more than 2 points. This is just my guess. This is just my guess. I'm not an engineer. But what I want to do now is, so this one I already did. I replaced the original bearings with ABEC 7, but that was just for fun. Like, this is not a good thing to do because those bearings cost me $45 and I paid $29 for the reel. So I thought, okay, do I really need the hybrid ceramic, the ABEC 7 bearings? Maybe I can get the ABEC 5 bearings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put ABEC 5 here, and I'm going to compare against the ABEC 7s, and I'm going to leave you guys the exact dimensions, maybe some links to where you can get those bearings and do the replacement yourself if you decide. Replacement is kind of easy. It takes like maybe 10 minutes, but it's kind of easy. There is no risky parts to disassemble on this reel. Alright, so let's do this. So this is what Boca Bearings sent me. A set of 3 ABEC 5 hybrid ceramic bearings. You can see the part number here. I forgot to leave a warning here not to buy the set of bearings that Boca Bearings sells on their website for this particular reel, because one of their bearings is the wrong size. 100% sure one of the bearings is the wrong size. If you want to replace the bearings with ABEC 5, these are the numbers that you have to get, or they will not fit your reel. So let's start replacing bearings. First thing to do, just click on this a little button, rotate just 15 degrees and remove it. You see the original bearing? All you have to do to replace it is remove this C-clamp here, and the bearing will pop out. What I did is I got one of these pins and I hit it against a brick to make the nose bent, and now I use it to pull bearings out. Set. So easy. We're gonna remove these two buttons, screws. So this is the guy that came out, and this is the guy we're gonna put in here. Make sure it's pressed all the way, and that's it. Let's put the damn C-clamp back. I hate these stupid C-clamps. It doesn't do anything. This is really difficult on camera. Alright, take that back. It was not that difficult on camera. This part is almost done. Let's put this guy back. Bearing number 2 is this guy. You have to remove this pin. I just pull it out with pliers. They sell tools made for pulling pins. I just pull it with pliers and it works just fine. Almost out. Got you, little sucker. Sucker! Alright. Well, this one will be very easy. Okay. Put this guy. And that will be this guy. The 3 bearings are different. They're all different sizes. So you can't put the wrong bearing. It will not accept it. The way these Boca bearings are. Whoa. Bearing number 2. So easy. Okay. Now bearing number 3. Well, let me show you. Wow. It just came out. It just came out. That is bearing number 3. No C-clamp, no nothing. Let's take it out. Put the new one. Wow. It doesn't get easier than this. And you would be done with the bearings. So easy. 10 minutes. Are you ready? Listen to this. Sounds really loud. Like the ABEC 7 bearings. That's because those bearings are made, the balls inside the bearings are ceramic and they're not lubricated, so they run dry and make noise. But they're much faster. So this is how this one sounds. This is the ABEC 7. They sound almost the same. It's hard to tell the difference. Okay, let's do one more test, okay? You count. Okay. Well over 10 seconds. Nobody will cast that far. You will need to use brakes to slow down this this spool. Now the ABEC 5. Almost the same. They sound the same, and to me almost the same, but the price is much better on the ABEC 5s. And since you're gonna need to put brakes anyway on the ABEC 7s, why not just go with the ABEC 5s to begin with? So I did some casting with these reels to compare the 7 versus the 5, and I have to tell you, the 7 is maybe just like, I don't know, 5 feet further if you really mess with the brakes a lot. You have to, and it's kind of dangerous because you have to reduce the brakes as much as you can to get the like few feet advantage in these ABEC 7 bearings. But most of the time you don't want to risk, so you make the brakes a little bit tighter than the maximum casting distance you can get out of them, just so you don't have to deal with them. So for all practical purposes, I think the casting distance with ABEC 7 and ABEC 5 bearings is absolutely identical for all practical purposes. There is just no benefit to spending the extra money, mainly because the spool is suspended on 3 bearings instead of 2. So you got the extra drag from the 3rd bearing. On a 2 bearing spool, the ABEC 7s could have made a bigger difference. What did we get here in the end of this? We paid $30 to buy this, and this is only on Father's Day sale and Black Friday sale. Otherwise they go for $35, which is still a great price. but we bought it for $30. Put $30 in this one. I don't recommend spending $45 for the 7s, but in this one we put another $30 for 3 bearings and another $3 for the carbon washer. So total is $66. So if you don't use this reel properly, it will be kind of a waste of money, because don't forget, you have plastic housing. That means that while this reel will cast as far as some very expensive reels, it will not be as durable as them. So what I use these reels for is I only fish in open water, away from structure, away from anything that the fish can snag around, and I put them on soft tip ugly stick rods. So I do this to avoid stress on the reel. You can't fish a jig right next to a stump and jerk it out every time you think you have a bite. This is a plastic reel. You're gonna destroy the housing, the gearing will start having free play, the bearings will have free play. It's not gonna last, and it's not a good application for this reel. On the other hand, if you don't need to jerk it, if you put it on a soft tip rod and you can use the awesome, can you hear it? The awesome drag now, you can fight catfish with it. You can fight carp with it. Just take your time. Be smooth, no jerking. Let the fish take drag and enjoy fighting the fish. So I don't know which one of these, but I got a 16-pound catfish on one of these. It still had this old paper washer, so I wasn't paying attention, and I heard my drag squeaking. And I turned around to the front of the boat, and it was just peeling drag. But I was in the middle of the lake, no stumps or nothing where the fish could snag. So I just took my time. I enjoyed, playing the fish. No stress whatsoever at all with this little reel. 16-pound catfish. I'll see if I can attach a video of that catfish as well.
Бяга на другия край.
Добре, да. Дойде до брега. Тук е вече. Виждам конеца. Той конеца е... Кажем като тръгне.
Ето. Какво направи, синко, днеска?
Хванахме едно сумче.
Къде се намираш, бе?
В моята лодка в езерото Ласал.
Hey.
Use this reel for like maybe crankbaits on a soft rod where you're not gonna have severe stress, and it's gonna last many years, and it's gonna cast very far, and it's so light, so you can actually use it for a daily caster.